Hello, everyone. My name is Doug Brinks. I am the president of the Grand River Woodturners Guild, and you're attending our June meeting. We welcome all. I didn't see any new faces in the group, but if we did have a new person log in, I welcome you and glad to have you on board. If you let's see, if you're interested in joining our meeting, if there's a new person here, or if you're watching us on YouTube and you want to join our meeting right now, our rates are, we start to prorate them partway through the year. So now our membership is $20 for the rest of the year. And you can join by sending an email to our email address here, grwtg2008@gmail.com, and we will respond with the information needed for you to join. Right now, this looks like it will be our last virtual meeting per se. Next month, our meetings will be hybrid. We will have virtual and we will have a Zoom room. So we're going to be blending that all together. So anybody who does join, who's joined online and can only attend online, we're not leaving you out in the cold. We are going to make every attempt to do a hybrid meeting. And that'll start next month, July. We meet at the Jam, which is John Anthony Millworks. It's downtown Grand Rapids. He does a lot of woodworking down there. He allows us to use his space. We squeeze in there, and he's got wood and stuff for sale too. He's at 542 Granville Avenue, Grand Rapids, Michigan. For anybody who hasn't been there, I realized yesterday I forgot to do a newsletter this month. So next month I won't forget that, and we'll get the newsletter out, and it'll have an address and map, parking information on it, because parking is a little dismal down there, or hectic, I should say. There's a lot of parking, but it's just kind of all over, it's downtown Grand Rapids. So, but that'll be next month. Ruby Clear was scheduled to do our demonstration. She's got some other things that have popped up. We call that life. Life gets in the way of things. So we're going to postpone her to another date later in time when we'll sit down and look at our calendar and see what works for us. I'd love to see her be able to cross the border and come over and do a demonstration for us. I don't know if there's a underground railroad that can get you over here, Ruby, or not, but we'll have to. That'd be great if we could do that. Otherwise, we'll get you online to do a demonstration. We should be able to easily do online demonstrations along with in-person demonstrations. So next month, our in-person demonstration is going to be Dave Curley. He'll be doing his pine needle weaved bowl, which he's won an award. He's won the Ron Den Broder Award at the Festival of Arts competition for one of those bows, which I think we'll see a picture of it here a little later on. So yeah, we want to congratulate Dave on winning that award. I'm just rolling right through things here. He did win our Ron Den Broder Award. I don't think I mentioned that last month. I don't think it had been picked yet. I don't know. So anyways, yeah, he won that award, and we congratulate him on that for the Wood Turning Award. I believe Ron Campbell won one or two awards at the Festival of Arts also. I don't think he's in the room. Ron, are you here? He's probably still sleeping from.
He hasn't checked in, Doug.
Yeah, he's still wore out from Ron's retreat, which was last week. So, which I did get out to Ron's retreat and met a couple of new members out there. I was glad to be able to meet them, and hopefully everybody had a good time at Ron's retreat. Let me see. I'm going down my list here of things. Our supplies are open again, which we probably need to send a letter out. Steve, if you're in the room, maybe we'll try and draft a letter today that we can send out, so people have the address for the supplies. And so if you buy supplies, you can buy them for the next 5 or 6 days. I think we'd like to purchase them before Thursday, and then you can pick them up next Saturday at the Jam where we meet from 9 to 9:30. So let's see, moving on down the line here. Yeah, let's see, we have Cindy Droza is going to do our demonstration today, but it is not this morning. It's going to be this afternoon at 1 o'clock because she's out west and didn't want to have to get up at 4 in the morning to do a demonstration. So this morning we will do our business meeting, our President's Challenge, our show and tell, and a little social time, and then we will adjourn, and then we will have Ruby's demonstration at 1 o'clock, which I believe, is planning on opening the doors at 12:45.
You mean
So-
Cindy?
Cindy's
Oh,
demonstration.
I've got the wrong. I got them all mixed up. Yeah, Cindy Drozda is doing it today, and she's talking about a burrow, maximizing a burrow and turning a burrow. We sent out her handout already, so everybody should have got that. And so that'll be at 1 o'clock
Is
this afternoon.
that going to be recorded on YouTube for later viewing?
No, she does not allow recordings. So if you
Okay.
miss it, you missed it. So
How about the link? Is that coming through you, Doug, or what?
the link's coming from us. As a matter of fact, I didn't want to send it until after this meeting. I didn't want any confusion on which meeting to go to. So at this point, Steve Payne, you can send that out anytime now.
Gotcha.
That way,
Also, I'll get that letter going for the supplies.
okay. And then that's not necessarily needs to be done today, but in the next couple of days, so people can see where they can get their supplies at.
So are we hosting her demonstration or is she hosting?
She hosts it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way she can control the recordings and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll have it set so there can't be recorded. And plus, I hope she's got the HD component of Zoom, so it's better contrast. Better definition of what she's doing and stuff. So high definition. So that'll be at 1 o'clock, and we're all looking forward to that. Luckily, it's a rainy day, at least here in my house, so no reason to go outside. I guess it's a good day to sit around and watch her demonstration this afternoon. So let's see, is there anything else that I need to talk about? Is there anything I'm missing here? Somebody, if I'm missing something, speak up, so I can talk about it. We'll probably do 2 or 3 of our Wheel of Fortunes after our meeting today, and I think I'll save a couple for this afternoon for the demonstration, so that we can have a couple more AZ Carbide gift certificates to give away this afternoon. So that pretty much wraps up the meeting portion of this.
Doug, you might mention it. I sent this meeting this morning to everybody, but only those who've paid will receive the invitation this afternoon.
Right. Yeah. If you're not a paid member, you will not get an invitation to the Drozda demonstration. If you pay in the next couple of hours, and I should see that, then we will get you on the list. So there's still time to pay and get on the list for that demonstration this afternoon if you're not a paid member. So, and then next month when we go to our regular meetings, our meetings are always open to anybody in the area who wants to come to one of our physical meetings. So we'll see we'll start to see more new faces and stuff from the area. Okay, is that everything? I think that's everything. So I think we're going to move into our let's do our President's Challenge first. Let me find my President's Challenge tab here. President's Challenge. If you have one, raise your hand or something and let me know. The President's Challenge was a pepper mill or a salt mill. This first one that I got sent to me was from Ron Vincent, and he just logged in. So Ron, turn on your mic and tell us about your piece here.
Okay, that is a combination salt shaker on top and a pepper grinder on the bottom. So you just twist it and the pepper comes out the bottom, or tip it and the salt comes out the top. It's just a piece of maple, and it's got a poly finish.
Very nice. Let's see. Did you send me 2 of these? Just 1. Let me hang on. I got pictures missing here. Okay, I had those loaded up and now they're gone. Because Doug sent me a picture also, and where the heck did that go? I'm going to show this one for Doug's because I somehow the other ones got cut. So I don't think this is the one that you wanted to be the President's Challenge, Doug, but it is now. Tell us about your piece here. Nope, your mic's off.
How's
There you
that?
go. There you go. Yep.
Okay, this is a rare piece of sequoia burl from a sequoia redwood. Figured somewhere around 3,000 years old. It's got a little sapwood on the edge as well as the burl in the center. It was very expensive wood, so I wanted something different. So I made what I consider to be a mid-century modern design.
Very nice.
And the finish is perfect.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And I forgot to mention that we are giving away a certificate for people who participate in our President's Challenge and our show and tell. Dave, are you keeping track of this? Dave Curley?
Yes, I am.
All right, wonderful. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have here for show and tell? I see Tom's got his hand up. So let's get Tom on. What you got there, Tom?
So I've got a pepper and a salt shaker. They're the craft supply type, and I don't know why I made them all different from each other, but that's the way the wood turned out. So they turned out real nice.
Very nice. Okay, and I see Ruby's got her hand up, so let's get Ruby on. What you got for us, Ruby?
Well, I've got a couple of salt shakers. They don't have any holes in the top, and they don't have any mechanisms. And there's the second one. Whoops, go that way. All they have is a hole in the bottom. And you use that hole to put the salt in. And inside it's been hollowed in through here. So there's a lot of room to hold the salt inside, and you dispense the salt by shaking it.
Huh. Well, that's a really cool idea.
And I just textured the tops. They were actually quite fun. They're easy to make. And I like the fact they don't have a mechanism.
Yeah. Very nice. So that was a 2-piece piece that you epoxy
Right.
together when you're glued together when you're done.
And to get the salt in and out, I found as you put the salt in, if the little bits of salt are too big, you just expand the hole a little bit so that it'll drop in. And if the salt will drop in, it comes out quite easily. And when it's just sitting like this on the cupboard, nothing comes out of it. You have to actually shake it to get the salt to come out.
Cool.
Does it come out the
Yeah.
same hole you put it in?
Yep.
Okay,
So-
so it just goes up and then comes around the
Right
what
on the
sits in there.
inside of it. Okay. When like right here is straight, so it fits flush here. But in the inside, it comes up like this and it forms like a heart shape on the inside when you hollow it. And this little point on the heart directs the salt when you shake it into that hole. And then because you have the little V shape on the inside, this area here just stores all the salt. So when you shake it, it comes up there and it's directed towards the hole and it comes out the hole.
interesting to see one that's open.
Yeah, I like it. That's really cool.
Sorry, I glued them both then.
Well, that would be a
Dan saw that for us.
that would be a good demo too sometime.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
Okay, does anybody else have a President's Challenge? Raise your hand, say something. If you got a salt, pepper, or pepper mill. Oh, Tracy has one here. Let me get Tracy on. Tracy, you're on.
Hey, I just realized it was the President's Challenge and not just a show and tell. I've got a show and tell.
Oh, okay. Then we'll get you back on for the show and tell section. Okay, so those are three. Dave Curley, are you doing the drawing? The suspense is killing us.
Yes, just a second, and I'll
Here we go.
spin my little wheel. I don't have one to present, but I put it in a spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet using the random
Yeah,
command.
yeah.
Hey, Doug, I just sent the invitation for this afternoon, and so nobody's confused. It tells you that it starts at 11 o'clock, but it does say Mountain Time. So just in case somebody misses that.
Yeah, I didn't think to change that. I tried to update that for us.
Okay, it's Tom Peniga.
Tom, you won the President's Challenge Award.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, congratulations, Tom. All right, now let's get on with the show and tell. I'm going to start with the other with the ones that I've got sent to me. Some people sent some stuff in. So if you have show and tell, raise your hands or be willing to yell out or something. Wave your hands furiously in front of your camera, and we'll probably see you. This is another one of Doug Scharf's turnings. Tell us about your pieces here, Doug.
Yeah, this was a custom order from a client. They wanted as much red as they could get in a box elder set. My sets are ceramic for the salt, stainless steel for the pepper. I heard him say that you gets the stuff. Somebody gets their stuff at Craft Supply. If you keep your eye on Woodcraft, twice a year, Woodcraft puts their their mechanisms on sale. The salt is like $8.95, and the pepper's $9.95, which is really cheap for a quality turning. I always give a lifetime guarantee on mine. If you think about it, it's a number one way of selling it, and number two, what's the expense if it ever does come back? You know, an $8 piece. You know, an $8 mechanism, and I've never had to put one back in, not from Woodcraft anyway.
So do you do anything to these box elders to try to preserve the red?
There is really no such thing. I was in touch with a professor out in Oregon at this Oregon State University, and the red, everybody thinks it's caused by bugs. It's not. It's caused by stress in the tree. And when the stress starts to dissipate after it's been cut, it takes the color away. Where if you go to ambrosia maple, that will stay because that is bacteria. That is not a stress.
Okay.
The bugs just happen to like that area of the tree. That's why you always find them in the red. But it is a stress that goes away. There's no saving it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Next up, we'll get Tracy back on here. Tracy, you're on. Let's see your show and tell.
Okay. There's an article in Wood Magazine from 1987, April, that has these birdhouses, acorn birdhouses. They're made out of 2x10 fir, and they're 5 pieces glued together. And the center 3 are cut out before you glue them together into a block. And then you take it down to the shape of the acorn and cut the top off, and then put it all back together again for a birdhouse. The other thing I've gotten is a piece of hickory from our tree that's out in the yard that had a dead branch on it. And it's just got a natural edge side on it. And really, really tight, close grain. And some wormholes here and there. But just thought it'd make a nice little mushroom.
Cool. Okay, I just realized I have more pictures that I need to go through. So let me get back to my pictures here. Dave Curley, tell us about your piece. This is his piece that won the Rondon Broder Memorial Award.
Okay, this is mulberry. I turned it wet and let it distort. I even helped it with the microwave a little bit. A little bit of inspiration from Greg Gallegos and how he does some things. The black is actually, the black cord there is actually recycled VHS videotape. And the yellow is artificial sinew used in pine needles. There are no actual pine needles in this one, but it uses the same methods. I wrapped the ends of the, kind of make a false cap on the videotape with cotton cord. And it gives you that sort of a yellow cap for each one of those. This is about 5 inches wide from the edge to the end of the tips of the videotape. And I think it's 4 inches tall, and it's really only about 3 inches around. And I believe I did this. This was actually done in 2019. And I think I've actually brought this to the club meeting before. But this one, I believe, is just a beeswax and mineral oil finish with it. And the name of it is sepia. So just the colors of it, the texture of it, it just reminded me of sepia paper or sepia prints, things like that.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really ingenious. And this will be the basis of Dave's demonstration next month for our meeting in July. So we're all looking forward to that. Let's see, next up, I have Bruce Sinkowski. I don't think I saw him in the room. I believe he said his wife was running a marathon this morning and he was going to be there to cheer her on. But he sent me the pictures. So he's got like a nice walnut natural edge bowl here. Let's see what else is another picture of the same bowl.
Doug, who was that again?
Bruce Sinkowski.
Yeah, he's not in the room, but that's
Yeah.
really
I was
nice.
watching for him to come in. So
Yeah.
but it's always fun doing these with the walnut to get that bark way up there like that. Here's another shot of it. So
It's really nice.
yeah. Yeah, he did a nice job on that.
Now, there's a time where a straight cut works well.
Yeah, I think it's got a very, very slight curve and he did it really well. It didn't he didn't get a flat spot in there, it looks like. I mean, it is such a slight curve. I think that's hard to do. So it's almost straight. So that's cool. Did a nice job. Let's see. This is Ross, right? Ross, tell us about your piece.
Well, it started out being a walnut bowl, and it was looking really, really nice until I made a mistake and knocked off that big chunk you see there. Do you have the other picture there, Doug?
There you go.
And that's what it ended up being. Just proves it I have a lot of learning to do.
Is it a coaster now?
Yeah, it went from a bowl, nice walnut bowl. It was going to be beautiful. And it
Yeah.
turned into a coaster, but at least I was able to salvage something out of it.
And when you had this, you must have got a catch, and luckily you didn't get hurt from it.
No, the pieces flew off the back of the lathe.
All right.
So I put it on the bandsaw and cut it down, cut that big lip off, and made a coaster out of it.
All right. Good job. Nice. Let's see. This is Ron Vincent. Ron, are you there? I know I seen you come in the room.
He's
I
here.
am.
Tell us about
Yeah.
your piece.
That is maple and walnut, and it's segmented in the walnut area, and then the solid on top and bottom is maple. And it's finished with lacquer.
Okay.
It's about 7 inches tall and about 4 inches wide at the center. And that's just the opposite. That is maple segments with cherry on the top and bottom, and then I think it's Bakota on the finial.
Nice.
And lacquer finish, about same size total.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. That's the pictures that I have. So anybody in the room got show and tell that they want to talk about? Raise your hand, say something. No, nobody's got anything. I don't have anything either. Sorry.
Doug,
Yeah.
I'd like to say I went to Bruce's fundamentals course past week, and it turned out really good. They didn't start real well. Started off with making coves and beads, so it didn't start out all that great. But
Okay.
but we ended up with a mallet,
All right.
bench mallet,
Very nice. Thor's hammer.
a couple of bowls that I've got bagged up still, and then we made on purpose. We made a platter.
Okay. Nice.
It was a wonderful experience. I want to thank you for that, and it was a great time.
I heard that after the end of the course, he makes you go out and do yard work. Did you have to do yard work?
It wasn't the end of the course. It was throughout, not just the end of the course.
Oh, every time nothing to do, here's a rake.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tough one. I know those courses are really hard.
Yeah.
So you're probably lucky it wasn't fall. He'd make you split wood.
It's all part of the experience.
All right. Nice job. Nice pieces. So anybody else have some turnings that they want to talk about here? Show us what you've done. Is that it? Okay. It was a short day for that. Dave, did you were you able to get all those names written down? You need to unmute before you try to talk too much. And I'm putting you on. You're on the spot now.
Okay. Let me do a little quick change on the formula here, and I'll run it.
You could have just scribbled on pieces of paper.
I could have, but just, I know what I write. I mean, I can see them, there's only 5 names here, but
And then you could use one of those.
it's Tracy. It's
Tracy?
today.
All
Yeah.
right. Let me write that down here.
He's another guy that wins a lot.
Yeah. So we'll have to if he wins too many times, we'll have to send him a 1099 at the end of the year. Okay. Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? Because right now it looks like this meeting is coming to an end very quickly.
I was going to ask Bruce when his next class was, fundamentals class.
The third week of July, and it's full.
Oh, it's full already. Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm accumulating names of people that think they would like to take it. And when we get 3 to 4, then those 3 to 4 people and I will work together and set a date for them.
Add me to that list.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You're the guy that just won the award.
Yeah, but everybody can use fundamentals, and you know why I'm taking it. So.
This is intimidating to have an award winner in there taking my class. As Rob could point out, now's the time to start practicing your beads and codes. Rob's shaking.
So do you spend like a whole day on bees and codes with a spindle?
Rob.
Couch?
So here's my pretense. If you don't know how to cut a bead and a cove, you don't know how to turn a bowl. And I've actually had people come to the workshop and they're like, I don't want to do spindle work. I want to learn how to turn a bowl. Okay, well, you have to learn how to turn beads and codes, and then we'll teach you how to turn a bowl. It's all about tool usage.
Yeah. So do you use the spindle gouge though for bees and coves?
Yeah, we learn on the detail gouge.
Okay. All right. I see John Barons has his hand up. John, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up, I think Pete's in the room here. I thought I saw him. We just make arrangements to pick up the lathes and equipment and get them back to the jam. My trailer's over there. So I guess if Pete's still in here, maybe he can mention it, but we'll need a few hands to load the stuff and then get it over to the jam and unload it. And I'm good any day this week except Thursday. So I just wanted to put that out there that we still got to move that stuff back.
I don't see Pete in the room.
Oh, okay. He was in there earlier. He must have bailed already.
I think he saw you coming and left.
Probably.
So what day would you like to do that next week, John? What day?
Like I said, I'm free any day but Thursday. So
okay.
I'll send a note to Pete, and then people that are available sometime can come. I'm not sure who's available or willing to help, but we can get by with 4 or 5 people there easily.
Okay.
So just want to put that out there.
Get a hold of Pete. He's responsible to make sure everything comes back that went out.
Yep.
Right. So for what it's worth.
And honestly, it's about a 20-minute load up and a 20-minute unload. It's really not that big a deal.
Yeah.
The longest time is driving from Ron's down to the jam.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I see Todd Visser had a question about the class too, but your class is full, right?
So July is full, and I'm making a list.
All right, get Todd on your list. Do you have to be a member of your guild to attend that class?
For insurance reasons, yes, they have to be a West Michigan Wood Turner member.
Okay.
What's Todd's last name?
Visser, Visser.
Okay.
And I can get you his information if you need it.
I should have it.
Okay.
Bruce, Steve Payne here. Put me on your list.
Steve, be glad to.
Sounds like you got another class going. What are you doing the 4th week of July?
Do I need to bring a rake or anything like that? Or
rake?
You're getting closer. You're getting closer to the leaf season. Yeah, you probably have to bring a rake, and if it gets later, now you have to bring a chainsaw and a splitting maul.
Yeah,
bring a leaf blower, Steve. You'll get ahead of the game.
I'm going to bring a negative rake.
Oh, good play.
It's gonna sound like that take longer to rake the leaves.
That's like a virtual rake.